Hi, this is Sai Pontaya. Today I am going to discuss the multi-level identification of a speaker because everyone is uploading videos on YouTube, hundreds of calls are getting out. So in order to get the efficiency of a speaker, we are going to set some parameters in order to identify the effectiveness of a speaker. So there are four parameters we have considered. One is audio check. In the audio check, we are checking the grammar and as well as the video audio quality and how the effectiveness, because if you want to discuss the effectiveness, we are going to check into the diversification of a topic. In order to find out diversification, we will check out right first. So first we are going to have the Python speech library, speech recognition. So for the speech recognition, we are going to check conversion of audio to text. And now the so first we need to install the speech recognition. After the speech recognition, we need to import the files, and then we need to convert into the text. So once we convert the text, so then we will have the text blob library. In the text blob library, we are going to check how good at English is and how many mistakes have you done in the grammatically. So you can see here. So hi, sell me this pen. Hi guns, this is some put sell well. Assume that you are going to interview your interview with the CEO of a sales role because it is one audio file which is extracted from the file name. You can see as a wave file. And then moving on to the next one. So once we have converted the text, we need to check the text and also the character text because there might be some gap between the length of the text versus text and character. Similarly, we go to the next topic, language tool. It is also similar to the text block. In order to check that grammar, we use another package, the language tool Python. So even there are many hundreds of packages, not only English, there are many of the packages you can see. So in that language tool, you once you are checked with the corrections, you will also get the rule ID. So it is a rule where you can see you need to use instead of what instead replacements in everything. So once we are done with the text corrections, we need to give the correct one. So once we are giving the correct one, you can see the list of GIFs mistakes and corrections. High, small, capitals, and well assume. It's not a well assume, it's a will assume. And so double and must not be there. And similarly, many of the mistakes has been given out. Once you have done with the mistakes, we'll check the corrections. So once we are done with corrections, we are going to convert into the paragraphs. Once we are converted the paragraphs, then we are going to have it to the sentences. For the sentences, we use Spacy library. For the Spacy library, it converts the paragraphs into the sentences as well. So it will easier for you to make the clusters. Once we have done with the clusters, so you can identify how many lines or sentences are going to the cluster 1 in the cluster 2 or the cluster 3 with respect to the video 1 and video 2 with video 3. We have taken two top videos and one video from the bottom one because in the YouTube you need to consider all the parameters, right? So in the Spacy library you can see it. So this is text which we have taken from past and the second text one. So the number of words you can see it, right? So this is sentence transformers because we use the sentence transformers for the clustering part. For the clusters we need to convert into the clusters, right? Because in the k-means or agglomerative you don't have the option to make it numerical. So we use sentence transformers with the help to help the k-means or agglomerative. So once we are done with the Spacy library, you will get the text divisions. You can see it. So till the Docker, from the hello friends to the Docker. Similar for the text too. So we are splitting the text and everything. So you are giving the text how many sentences, how many words. So we are converting the all the outputs into the text parts. So once we are converted the text part, we are converting it to Excel sheets because we need to check how many forms in the clusters. So in the sentences, how many forms in the clusters. So you can see it right in the text one.txt to the text CSV. So now we are coming to the k-means. For the k-means, we use sklearn.clusters. In the clustering part, I find out the how many zeros, how many ones, how many twos. So like we are divided as C1, C2, C3. The 0 is considered as C1, the 1 is considered as C2, C2, and 2 is considered as C3. So once we are done with the clusterings, you can see it right. So 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. So these are parts which we have taken from the text. We have taken the three texts. So the three speaker volumes from the audios on the tag or the text. So once the clustering is formed, you can see the cluster 1 there are 17 elements, the cluster 2 there are 30 elements, and the cluster 3 there are 38 elements. Similarly, which we are going to have in the agglomerative, because we have checked which one is best and which one is easier. So even in the agglomerative you can see it right, 1 triple 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 and again so on so on so forth. So but here you can see the clusters are 34, the cluster 2 is 38, and the cluster 3 is 13. In the agglomerative you can't find the diversification of the clusters, but in the k-means you can find the more clustering parts compared to the agglomerative. Now we will have another topic, or is a parameter.
We need to check the emotions. So in order to find the sentiment, we need to compare with the emotions. So how good your emotions is with respect to the sentiment. So we are going with emotions. We need to first in check if it has a GPU or not, because if they don't have the GPU, it take a lot of time. So in the collabs, we have a GPU. Can install it. Can even check in the edit options. The notebooks, you can set notebook settings. You can hardware accelerator as GPU. So once you set the GPU, so you can execute these files. So once you need to upload the files, you can check it the file. So we will label it as video 1 as video 4. So once we label it as from the FVR, we need to import the videos. So I need to import the matplot library for the plotting of the graphs. In the OS, in it is not SYS. It's a system. So once we detect the face, you can check the number of frames. If the number of frames are greater than, you can get the good accuracy. Once you get the accuracy, you will get the good score. So you can see the picture here on the second. So you can see a number of frames are getting out, right? So 30 fps per second. So it gets 538 frames. So the total execution time is 19.43 seconds. So once it gets converted, you can see the plot emotions, how the emotions are getting plotted. So you can see the value of angry, disgust, fear, the happy, sad, surprise, and neutral. So in this you can see from the 0 to 100, 200 to 200, 200 to 300, 500 to 600. So from the 200 to 400 part, it is happy. The remaining, so maximum you can see. So maximum peaks which are touching here. So in the fear, it is a fear, it is a fear, it is a fear. So these are the pink color declared as. So pink color is declared as neutral. So you can see it right. So we need to check how, and now we need to compare the emotions and the sentiment. So we take in the some pictures, like not some shots of the videos, some video shots, and compare with the emotions of the sentiments of the text. So we just compare with manually, so that you can get the how many frames are getting exact right with reference to the sentiment. So in the case 2, and coming to the case 3, we will explain the next one. We are going to deal with sentiment analysis. In the sentiment analysis, we need to check the sentiment as well as emotions. So for the sentiment analysis, so we need to check it right. So we install Genism package and Keras package and the Pandas package to check it. So once we are downloaded, we need to import the packages. So there are many packages to need to import the in the sentiment analysis. It is a predefined. Would have predefined data. So we need to import the data as well. So first we need to import the pandas and we need to download many sklearn model selection libraries as well as sklearn matrix feature extractions, the DFL ID vectorization. Even we need to import the tokenizers from the Keras and everything. So in the NLT case is nothing but a natural library, no, natural language processing text libraries. So we need to even install it for the tokenization of the words. So we need to install the NumPy as well as time the pickets. So once we download this everything, we need to unzip it. Once we unzip it, we need to set the targets and the columns IDs. We need to encode it. We need to try the size of the data. So once we need to set the size of the data, we need to vectorize size. So we need to set the windows as 7 and the the minimum count must be 10. So we declare as it a positive, neutral, and negative. So in the next coming, we can set the new negative the values and the neutral and the positive values. There we are considered three. So we need to install the Kera model H5, and for two vector models, pickle models, and the encoder models. So once we read the data, so we just set the target as 0 as a negative, 2 as a neutral, and the 4 as a positives. So once we need to input them, so we need to check out the height. So we have this file, like you can see the target IDs, the dates, queries. So you can see the tweets. So because it's not a text, so we need to eliminate all the at the rate in the queries, like so we need to decode as 0 as a negative, 2 as a neutral, and the 4 as a positive one. Once we set the target IDs to the counts for the negative, we need to set an positive. So label distribution is nothing but the set of labels must be distributed from the dataset. Once we done the pre, we need to done the pre-process now. So once we are going to pre-process the database, we need to train the data. So split and train. So in the train data you have seen, so it's roughly 12,80,000 train data set, and the test data is roughly 3,20,000 data set. So we need to word vectorize models to see check this GPUs, because if you run with the CPUs it takes a logic. So we are going to deal with the GPUs. So once we are done with it, we need to check the progress of everything. We need to download and everything. So it takes a lot of time to handle it. So once we have done with the vocal size, and we need to down install the model train epoch models. So it takes a lot of time to execute everything. So because we have it is can see the one, it's a 1 hour 30 minutes of time to deal with. Once we are done with this, you can see the next one. So you can see the epochs are going running 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So once it get finished, we need to train, we need to predict the trained values and the test values, and then we will check the accuracy of the predict values which we have. You can see, so the similar word with the love, there are many of the words tokenization. When we go to the tokenization, you can check it. So you can train the data set label, you set as a label encoder for positive and negative. So you can see the train data set embeddization, zeros and ones and negatives. So once we have set the labels, we need to build the models. Once we build the models, we need to compile it and train the data sets. So we need to evaluate what is the accuracy, what is the loss and computation. You can see the value of graphs in the graphs. So what is the accuracy, level of accuracy, the level of loss. So once we need to check it, we need to predict it. We need to have the value for the prediction set. So if the score is less than 0.5, greater than 0.5 positive, and less than 0.5 is negative. You can see the level of positive, the predicted one. The if I hate the rain is a negative. I don't know what I'm doing, it's a negative sentence. So now we are going to deal with in the next object detection tracking. So now we need to count the number of objects. So in far, so how many objects we going to far. So we need in this object detection. So how we can compare is with the help of OpenCV file. The OpenCV in the mass detection. So with the help of Euclidean distance track algorithm. So you can check the algorithm here, right? So you need to calculate number of frames, number of objects, number of references is x, w, y, h. X, y are coordinates and w, h are weight and height of the rectangle. So once the rectangle is less than 25 meters length, so you need to change the object detection. So once you change the object, the count will vary it. So once the vary it, you can get the count. So I will next execute the file. So once you will get the tracker file, you will check out everything. So what are the, so you can see the number of frames are getting a mask, the frame of the reference RY is nothing but region of interest, the frame is nothing but how many objects are getting it. If the mask gets changed with the 25, so you can get the count value. Now you can see the number of values are getting increased 11, 20, 65, 144, 147, 146, 147, 170, 180, 180. So similarly, the total count you need to calculate the object detection, how many of the objects has been detected with respect to the number of words, because you, you have a parameter, we can check the parameters, right? So till now we have discussed so what are the mistakes versus number of words inverse versus number of words, number of clusters, number of sentiment analysis versus emotions. Now we are going to deal with object detection, how many of the objects with number of frames with respect to the number of frames versus number of object detected with respect to the frames versus and now counting with the number of words. Next we will show you the presentation. So how you need to calculate the weights. Once you get the calculate the weights, you can get the result. Weight 1, weight 3 and weight 4. But we haven't discussed the weight 2. So because the weight 2 we need to consider it as a whole videos. No, because with the single video for the clusters. Because in the V1, V2, V3, if everyone is video is diversified, you can check the clusters. If the video is diversified, you can form the clusters. Every cluster has a some priority with the cluster videos regarding the clusters. So in the data set HTML, CSS and JavaScript, you can see the cluster 1 has a 25 and 18. The V2 has a 11, 22, 14, and the V3 has a 5, 29, 18. But now we are checking with the V1 with corresponding and V1, V2 and V3. So how the cluster C1 impacting with the V1 and the V2 and V3 with respect to the V1. So we done the calculation for the V1 by V1, V2, V3. So you will get the 0.555, 0.3005 and a V3 will get 0.1388. Similar for the V2, C2 and similar for the C3. So from this you can check it out. C1 has the C1 V1 has 0.555 compare highest greater than compared to other two videos. The similar for the C2 you get that V3 has more priority compare with the V1 and V2. In the C3 you get that this V1 has a high priority than V2 and V3. So out of these whole cluster you get the maximum of C1. For the V1 you get the C1 and C3. So V2 you won't get any of the clustering. So for the V3 you only get C2. So you can identically tell that. So V1 is the best video among V2 and V3. Similar for other next data set. For the V1 you can set 0, 0.8 V2. So 0.14. So you can set the V2 has a data set API has a V2 video is good. So in the second you can set 0.5 compare 0.2, 0.29. So but in the second cluster you can set the V3. The third cluster is 0.5, 0.42 and 0.15. So 0.5. So you can set the dataset API has V3, which has V3 has a high priority compared to the V2 and V3. Now we need to come check the so how you can deal with the how you can set the partition matrix ratio. So the C with respect to C1 you can get because out of 3 you can get 2, for the C2 you get 0, for the out of C3 you can get 1. Similarly you can check the video cluster. So in this it is semantic. So it is a semantic cluster in the in parameter we take as a cluster. So the best of the whole cluster which is a weight to which we consider as a V2. So with the partition is as a ratio. So we are defining as a weight to the equation of 1 and combines with the you can see right equation. This is the equation 1 and this is equation 2. So in the equation 1 and 2 you can get it right. V1 is the video 1 so in plus video 1 of partition ratio because we haven't calculated for the semantic right. So partition ratio for the V1 is so 1 by 3, for the V2 is 0, the V3 is 1 by 3. So you will get the X, Y and Z. because if you define the weights, you can also easy for you to get the maximum value of xyz. Because we haven't defined the weight, the reason because the person may check if I need to check my good English must be good, so I need not to check with other parameters, so we haven't defined the weights here. So the maximum of xyz is declared as effective speaker. So till far we have discussed everything, right? From the starting of the text, audio to the text, and the clusterings. Next with this emotions versus emotion analysis, sentiment versus emotions, and object tracking. So these all the parameters which we have defined for the getting the good effective speaker. Now I want to thank Mr. DK Spacer for giving this opportunity, because without your efforts I am not able to done this project. So thank you sir, and also thank you for everyone who are watching this video. Thank you.